Fear and greed in trading. In this video today, we're going to be looking at the various aspects a trader can go through if they literally want to overcome fear and greed. We all know, as for those that have been watching our videos, we have said initially that if you want to succeed into the Forex business, the most important thing that carries a big percentage if a trader or if someone is looking forward, making a lot of money in Forex and master this as a business, is to master their trading psychology. With the psychology, we happen to look at so many things. And among the things that ideally a person should look up to is actually greed and fear. So it's as to why I created this particular video. And in this video, we're going to be looking at the various ways, some of the things that you should do if you want to overcome fear and greed. By definition, before we can go any further, by definition, fear in Forex trading, fear is an emotional reaction that causes traders to hesitate, close trades too early, or avoid trading, taking unnecessary risk. It often leads to missed opportunities and poor decision making, especially after a losing streak. In other words, when we talk of fear, we are looking at that emotional reaction that always arises because, of course, if someone has lost, if someone lacks knowledge, if someone doesn't know what to do, if someone fears, and they literally don't know what to do. So by this, it's actually fear that will arise. This means that they will literally tend to forget following their trading plan and a lot of things that may associate with that. So by that is a definition of fear. When we come to greed, greed is an urge to chase profits aggressively, leading to overtrading, excessive risk taking, and ignoring trading plan. So with greed, it's ideally having, wanting so much out of the market, wanting to make a lot of profits. Now, this comes with a lot of things that are associated with this. It means that you're going to overtrade, you're going to, risk expose a lot of money into the market. Of course, this comes with the price that you have to pay eventually. So in this video today, we're going to see how you can overcome this when you are trading. So you can as well also refer these same things that we're going to discuss or we are discussing now in the respective businesses that you suddenly do that are not trading. So these principles apply everywhere. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do share it to the friends and family such that they can learn, they can enjoy the content that we release. You can also go to other social platforms of ours, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. Just type in FX Kampala, you find such amazing affirmative information. Let me get directly onto a reason as to why I created this video. Having defined what greed is and what, of course, fear is, we're going to see some of the things that we should do to overcome these two things. Stick to a trading plan, especially if you want to overcome the two. You have to stick to a trading plan. You have to set entry and exit rules that are clear, well defined. You have to define your risk parameters that every trade I'll go in for, I'll be risking this and this and this. So with this, you'll actually be sticking to the plan. And once you stick to the plan clearly defines everything that you have to do in time, on time, and when and where. So by this, you can then overcome greed. You can overcome fear. You'll actually be trading like you are a robot. So this is the number one thing if you want, to understand, if you want to overcome fear and greed. That is number one thing. The other thing that if you want to overcome greed and fear in trading, use risk management strategies. Always set stop losses and take profit levels. So regardless of whatsoever system, regardless of whatsoever strategy that you are using, regardless of how fearful, how greedful you are, you have to always, or you should never enter any trade without a stop loss or a take profit. In other words, entry and, stop levels. Avoid using excessive leverage. We can always use leverage between 1 to 200 to 1 to 500. At least this is bearable, this is good, and it's easier for you to succeed, minus blowing your account. The other thing, if you want to actually overcome fear and greed, control your emotions. You have to learn how to control your emotion. This starts right away with knowing who you are, knowing what you want, knowing why you are trading. By this, trade only when there is a solid setup or what we can call a high quality trade setup, not out of excitement or revenge. If you want to, overcome, to avoid especially greed, of course, and fear. So you have to have, you have to have a solid trading setup. Whenever I look out for any entries into the market, set a daily or weekly trade limit to prevent impulsive decisions. So set yourself and say, when I lose this, I'll stop trading this week. When I make this, I'll stop trading this, this week, this day, and so on and forth. Set limits, for your trading, system, and that. With that, you can overcome the two. Stay informed, but do not overreact. So you have to stay informed, keep up with the market news, but don't let every price movement scare or excite you. So you have to stay informed, but you have to do what I've just talked about. Trust your strategy instead of reacting emotionally to the market noise. So regardless of the impulsive, regardless of the displacements that can arise into the market, you have to stick to your trading strategy and have faith in it, that it works, and with that you can overcome the greed and fear. Develop a winning trading mindset. Mindset is a key in everything that we do. So if you have a negative mindset, trust me, it's not gonna work out. If you have a positive mindset, then trust me, it's gonna work out. Accept that losses are part of trading. Focus on consistency rather than quick profits. So these are key. They are very important if you are doing this as a business. By managing fear and greed, traders can make more rational decisions and improve their trading terms success in Forex trading. So once we do these things, you're going to see these are going to be the tools that may, save you, that will make you overcome and fight fear and greed in your trading. With that, I'll share the contacts that you can reach us through. However, our WhatsApp number that we have eventually or literally been using is out, so we shall be using our MTN. You can also visit fxkampala.com to get that, or you can go to FX Kampala, that is for our TikTok, where you can find our WhatsApp, new WhatsApp. The other one was hacked. I'm also going to share it here. I would love to end from here. Have a lovely day. Enjoy.